proudly brought to you by
Good evening, I'm Tracy Pa with Sunday's News. In this edition, media professional embrace media freedom, policemen receive training to harness skills, and the Barris oust East New Britain gurus. Today, May 3rd, marks World Press Freedom Day. Across the Pacific, media leaders are calling for stronger protections for journalists and greater support for independent reporting. The president of the Pacific Islands News Association, Kalafi Mola, says a peaceful future cannot exist without truth, and truth depends on a free and independent media. This call was strengthened during a two-day media summit held in Port Moresby. Under the SHIE's team, Shaping a Future at Peace, Promoting Press Freedom for Human Rights, Development and Security, the message is clear. Press freedom is essential to democracy, development and stability. Across the Pacific region, the situation remains mixed as progress towards a more open media environment is being acknowledged. Media leaders stress that continued vigilance is needed to protect independence and ensure reforms last. In Papua New Guinea, there are positive signs, with government and media bodies engaging in more open and constructive dialogue. Amid political pressures, the region faces growing challenges from misinformation and disinformation, particularly across digital platforms, but the work of the media stays strong and continues to thrive. Media professionals are also being reminded of their responsibility to uphold strong ethical standards, with credibility seen as their most valuable asset. Journalists continue to work under challenging conditions, including limited resources and safety concerns. As the region marks World Press Freedom Day, the message is clear. Press freedom must be protected not just today, but every day. The Divine Word University's Communication Arts Journalism Department marked World Media Freedom Day on Friday, May 1st, ahead of its actual date, which is today, May 3rd, by delivering a coordinated awareness program across 7 schools in Madang Town, focusing on the importance of press freedom, human rights, development, and security. Divine Word, a leading teaching institution in journalism, has made it a tradition to commemorate the World Press Day over the years. Guided by the SHIE's team, Shaping a Future at Peace, Promoting Press Freedom for Human Rights, Development, and Security, the department extends its outreach beyond the university campus, taking the message directly into primary and secondary schools to engage young students and raise awareness of the role of media in society. The initiative was a student-led activity spearheaded by the third-year communication arts students, with all year levels participating in the program, supported by lecturers and tutors from the department. This outreach saw students visit 7 schools in Madang's urban area, which include Kusbao Primary School, Tuspab Secondary School, Madang Christian Academy, Mercy Learning Academy, Madang International School, Lutheran Day School, and the Holy Spirit Primary School, where students delivered sessions designed to simplify the concept of media freedom and its importance, encouraging participants to understand how responsible journalism supports peaceful and informed communities. The program's core objective was to make media literacy accessible and engaging through team-based activities, interactive games, and student-performed skits. These activities help to translate complex ideas about press freedom into relatable scenarios. Morning sessions began at 9:30 a.m. on Friday at participating schools. Activities included team icebreakers, an introduction to the team, and discussions on role of media in society. Students actively engage in the program, while schools that opt for afternoon sessions concluded at 3:30 p.m. Students and teachers at two Goroka schools have welcomed a 1 million kina boost after district leaders took their first meeting for 2026 into the local community at Ginitoka. The first Goroka DDA meeting for 2026 was held at Ginitoka, marking a shift from the usual town-based meetings. District officials, led by Goroka MP Ayatambua, were welcomed by students in the Ginitoka community with traditional sing-sing and cultural performances before the meeting began. After a 3-hour meeting, Tambua said the gathering also served as an induction for newly elected local-level government presidents. Presidents from Gahuku, Milimalo, and Goroka Urban were formally introduced as part of the induction. Student Representative Tom Makarove told the meeting that increasing enrollment had placed pressure on infrastructure, while a lack of teachers' housing forced many educators to commute daily. He also raised concerns over late and insufficient government tourism fees subsidy payments, saying the issues affected schools across Goroka Urban. Two Ginitoka schools received a combined 1 million kina from the meeting, while students and staff described the occasion as a historic milestone for their school and community. 30 mobile squad police officers were issued certificates on Thursday, April 30th, after completing a 3-day RPNGC conflict resolution training facilitated by the International Business and Technical College. The training focuses on workplace disputes and team building and aims to provide employees with the skills to address conflict immediately and effectively. It also includes practical training and modules that address occupational health and safety, risk assessment and employee management, and covers techniques to handle challenging situations, negotiating solutions, and build strong interpersonal relationships. Director HR Jackson Ambo thanked the graduates for their time and commitment to be part of this significant training.
And acquire the skill that is needed to do your job professionally.
Ambo said many police officers lack good communication skills, especially to manage conflict with the general public.
You will always face conflict. There is conflict everywhere in the country. You are the frontliner. You are the face of the police. And also, you are the one who are saving your own people. So, in order for you to better save your people, you have to have some kind of skill.
International Business and Technical College Managing Director Sunny Yang San thanked the RPNGC for choosing the college to run this training.
Thank you for the management to invest into all of this kind of. We realize, honestly speaking, this is a very important the human resource development, especially for people like you at the front lines of the country, and you're the face of the country.
Participants thank the RPNGC and the college for facilitating and running this training, which will help them to manage conflict in a responsible and ethical way when on duty.
During this training, we learned a lot of things. Some of the things that we should have, in our own, the police officer within our own institution. But it is good that when we come out like this, we learn from a different environment.
They say that we've been saving police force for more than 25 years, nearly going into 30. So it's a long time. We forget some of these things. We've learned, but we forget. But when we come here, we refresh everything. I want to say thank you very much in my heart.
TVWAN News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSB's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSB's One Talk Wallet. PSB's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
When you're all in, anything can happen. Grab a Coca-Cola and enjoy the moment.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo and milk taste and added nutrients, Milo and milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Pine PNG made.
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE.
Join Digicel and enjoy the network that rewards you with a whole lot more. Activate a new Digicel prepaid SIM and get 2 gigs data plus 20 minutes free Digicel to Digicel talk for 3 months. Get your first month's reward instantly with no spend required. Spend 30 kina or more for your rewards in months 2 and 3. So what are you waiting for? Get your new SIM at any Digicel outlet or agent today and enjoy free talk and free data only with Digicel.
Welcome back. About 22 student leaders across primary and junior high schools in Port Moresby have undergone leadership training over the past 4 days. The training began on Thursday, April 30th. The leadership training was hosted and run by Equal Playing Field, a non-government organization that uses sport to promote gender equality and prevent violence against women.
With so much going on around the world today, Equal Playing Field continues to teach and mold young people to be agents of change in their own communities. This week, a total of 22 student leaders across primary and junior high schools in the National Capital District have undergone leadership training aimed at inspiring young leaders and developing key skills in them. It also helps students understand that their leadership roles are a stepping stone to becoming powerful advocates within their schools.
This group of young people are going to be the advocates on the ground in their schools because they know the school well, they know the culture in the schools, and using their peer influence, they'll be able to influence more change at their level in the schools. So that's the aim of why we're having this camp. It's the first of this kind. We've never done this before, so it's an inaugural camp, and we are hopeful, and we know that by reaching these young people, the impact when they go back will be far-reaching to their schools.
Within each school, there are peer influences that exist without the awareness of the school hierarchy. It can be both good and bad. The training equips the young leaders with respectful behaviors so they can advocate in their respective schools.
So the main highlights I got from EPF staffs was technologies facilitate gender-based violence. It's about the child rights and the safety talks. So it inspired me to work. It inspired me more about the violence and the abuse. So it is good that it motivates me so that I can share the fair ideas with the schools.
I have learned a lot. How to solve some problems, violence, maintain. I think it helped me to improve and take initiative. For as a leader, I can take initiative and how I will gonna apply these skills back at my school.
Apart from the host EPF, other NGOs stepped in with relevant information sessions, including PNG Red Cross, Family Support Center, Child Fund, and others. The exposure helped them understand that although people may look or live differently, they deserve equal respect and inclusion. Michael Tamtipai's TVWAN News.
Rachel Onapi's journey to academic excellence is a powerful story of determination, faith and resilience. At the University of Papua New Guinea's 71st graduation, she was recognized as the Vice-Chancellor's Academic Excellence Awardee in the School of Business and Public Policy, marking a major milestone in her academic life. Rachel began a university journey in 2022, guided by a passion for business studies that started during her high school years. That passion led her to pursue accounting, a field she strongly believes plays a vital role in every organization. Rachel Onapi's achievements stand as a reminder that faith and discipline can turn even life's greatest challenges into outstanding success. In news overseas, a pilot program in Australia's largest garrison city is helping veterans remain mentally and physically resilient with high rates of chronic health conditions. Researchers say structured programs could be key to improving post-service life.
Endurance among the veteran community. Shane Bramley is pushing his limits.
Yeah, it's okay. It's holding up so far.
After a 27-year career in defence, he lives with a list of physical afflictions, musculoskeletal injuries, nerve damage, fibromyalgia and more.
The injuries definitely limited career progression and took me away from participating in sport and being generally active.
There were mental challenges too.
I think one of the biggest challenges that I faced was just finding what my identity was, or redefining what that was.
A new research project, dubbed Viper 3, is aiming to improve well-being, physical and mental.
So trying to reinforce those routines and the discipline that they had in the military into the civilian life, just to keep them physically active for all the health benefits that provides.
According to research data, around 60% of veterans have a long-term medical condition. Each year, around 5,500 servicemen and women leave the Australian Defence Force. Of those, 18% are medically discharged.
It is a certain end of an identity and a sense of purpose as well. So they have to give this all up without much notice.
There's a lot of uncertainty about what they can and can't do with their injuries or whether they can train, and that uncertainty can lead to inaction.
Mindfulness has proved an important part of the program.
More smiles in the face and also more interactive. After practicing a couple of weeks, then they start to share.
For Shane, it's about leading the best life possible.
A duty of care for yourself so that you're more ready, and be better for your family and your friends around you.
As the price of fresh produce skyrockets, New South Wales is ramping up its war on waste. The state is pouring millions of dollars into rescuing food from landfills as it prepares to bring in new recycling mandates.
Amidst the chaos at Flemington,
Come and get royal jujubes today, half price on the jujubes, royal jujubes, half price.
bargains are to be found.
Yeah, $2 tomato now, $2, here we go.
But despite the best and loudest of sales pitches,
We got the best Queensland strawberries here, 4 for $10 today.
not everything gets sold.
You can't hang on to the food for too long, right?
Unfortunately, it's part of nature, and you can't help that thing, and you know, it's a part of the moon and the rising of the sun.
The charity's Second Bite picks up the leftover produce, which is then distributed to the poor.
They've got choosing between rent, petrol and food, and usually food's the one that misses out.
The state government has given it some cash to collect even more would-be waste.
This will result in more than 5,000 kilograms every week.
But it's not just about feeding the hungry. Sydney's running out of space to bury its waste.
By 2030, we will not be able to put more rubbish into the landfills that we have. They're full.
As well as a carrot, the government is using a stick. From the 1st of July, new laws will force some institutions and businesses across the state to recycle food waste.
By 2030, it'll be compulsory for all councils to provide so-called FOGO collection. That is, bins for food organics and garden organics, so it can be turned into compost.
About a third of what we all put in our fridges ends up being thrown out. And when you tally up the cost of that, it's over $2,000 per household per year.
2,000 good reasons to put more in your stomach.
Sports is next. After these messages, PNG Hunters defeated on home soil.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, BSP's OneTalk wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at BSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our OneTalks, to our family, to the ones we love. BSP's OneTalk wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
When you're all in, anything can happen. Grab a Coca-Cola and enjoy the moment.
Hiya, Mama. You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic Coca-Cola, get up and big smile on face. Time for Kim chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, the moo, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, PNG and Mia. Find PNG made.
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE.
Did you know that you can get the latest updates on what's happening on the DTV app? 1. Open the DTV app. 2. Go to the profile on the upper right-hand corner of your screen and scroll down to push notifications. 3. Turn it on and you're good to receive notifications on the latest sports, TV series, and movies. DTV, your TV on the go.
Welcome back. Guest Resources Central de Baris put on a masterclass on Saturday, downing the East New Britain Guerriers 38-20 in round 4 of the 2026 Digicel ExxonMobil Cup at the Santos National Football Stadium. It was a big win for head coach Solomon Kuluniasi and his youthful side, who have always struggled against the Guerriers since entering the competition in 2019.
It's happening.
The central side started fast, shocking the Guerriers with back-to-back tries to center Valentine Wamdi and emerging winger Tauvagi to lead 10-0 early. The Guerriers were their own worst enemies at times, committing a string of uncharacteristic errors that undermined their comeback efforts. After the match, Debaris coach Solomon Kuluniasi praised his players for their resilience and control, saying their performance was a strong response after last week's 24-10 loss to the Vipers.
Really happy with them today, especially from our loss last week, 24-10 via the Vipers. we had to bounce back today and make a statement. So.
Koloniasi singled out Tewaton's fullback Alex Joshua and winger Tauvagi for special praise, calling their displays a testament to the club's NYC and pathway programs.
Alex Joshua and Tauvagi. Alex Joshua played NYC last year, and Tauvagi was with our pathway, so we had confidence to blood them today. There's more kids coming through, so our pathway system is looking well.
The Barry's 5'8" Ismail Rodney was awarded Digicel Action Mobile Cup Man of the Match for playing a key role in the victory.
Ben down so lo abso coach em larimi lo kami lo step in lo abs now me kami na play my part, so yeah. You talk thank you go back and all boys we work together lo. Defensive soul me work so like is point. Thank you.
Terry Longwood, TVWAN Sports.
The PNG Hunters ran off bad luck in the 2026 QRL Hospice Cup continued on Saturday, going down 28-8 in a dominant Sunshine Coast Falcons side, the current competition leaders.
In the first set. The Falcons' bigger mobile pack proved too much for the smaller PNG Hunters pack in the second half with pace and physicality. Falcons 5'8" Thomas Casey played a leading role in controlling play through the middle, and his kicking game was spot on. Falcons coach Brett Anderson admitted it is always tough and physical going up against the PNG Hunters at home.
I don't think we've ever played a game here where it's not physical against the Hunters boys, and we knew after a tough loss from on the road to Burleigh last week that they'd want to make a statement, and they got stuck into us too, so we barely survived at the end, but look, really happy to get the win.
Despite the scoreline, Coach Anderson acknowledged the Hunters' courageous effort and constant physical pressure. Falcons captain Sam Burns also paid tribute to the PNG side.
Yeah, definitely. Hunters were, man, they're hard to tackle. They constantly, test your defensive line. You can't switch off no matter where you are. Strong and powerful lads over there, and they made us work so hard. They made us earn every bit today.
While not making excuses for Saturday's loss to competition leaders Sunshine Coast Falcons, PNG Hunters coach Paul Ayton has been candid about the factors affecting the team's form. Ayton said the heavy injury toll has disrupted combinations and hampered the Hunters' performances.
Well, every side we put out we're proud of, and we back them to do the job. But we definitely have an injury crisis. I think we're looking at 7 to 8 players that are injured at the moment for a few of them long-term injuries, so which is unfortunate, but we still put ourselves in a chance to win those games every week. But I think we hurt ourselves most of the time.
The PNG Hunters play Mackay Cutters in round 9 of the Host Plus Cup next Sunday in Mackay. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
That ends the sports segment, and now the weather. There has been a strong wind warning for the coastal waters of southern PNG and Indonesia border to Jaro to Kiwai Islands, Kerama to Yong Island, to Port Moresby, to Hood Point to Samarai, and all Milne Bay Islands. Vitis and Dumping Straits to Lablab, to CSC and Long Islands. There is strong easterly to southeast winds of 25 to 33 knots, expected to persist for the next 12 to 24 hours, causing rough seas. All small crafts and boats are advised to take necessary precautions before going out to sea, especially in these warning areas. The National Weather Service Forecasting and Warning Center has issued heavy rain and potential flooding warning in parts of the Highlands, Momase, Southern and New Guinea Islands region. Potential heavy rain and flooding is expected over the mentioned areas within the next 12 to 24 hours, which may cause fresh and riverine flooding. Landslide are expected in prone areas. And that ends the Sunday's news. Pleasant viewing. Good night.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by